Here, as a courtesy to your fellow media members and team participants, we ask that you please silence your cell phones. When you ask a question, raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. Please state your name and your media affiliation each time you ask a question, and please direct the questions to one of our individuals. If you're joining on Zoom, please use the raise hand function for all questions. We'll address those after we get to all the questions in the room here, if time allows. And once again, recording press conferences on cell phones or video cameras is prohibited. We're now joined by Troy head coach Scott Cross, Thomas Dowd, and Theo Sang. We will have an opening statement from Coach Cross, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Yeah, thank y'all for being here. I'd like to thank the good Lord for the opportunity to just have your guts absolutely ripped out. It stinks, but I told our guys in the locker room, like, they're not defined by this basketball game. They played an amazing team. Like, Nebraska is one of the best teams. I've been doing this since 1998. They're really, really freaking good. The way they shoot the basketball, and then the way they defend, like watching it on video, like, you're just like, man, there's no openings as you watch it on video. Obviously, we game planned. We tried to put our guys in a position to be successful. I thought we did do some great things offensively. I did think we got a couple of good looks in the first half. But it's tough. I mean, it's tough. It's fast. They're big. We definitely, the game plan going in was to make it as difficult as possible for Sanford. He's one of the best shooters I've ever played against, as I mentioned in the press conference earlier. I mean, he has a Steph Curry type release. I mean, when he got going, I thought that really changed the game, got the crowd involved. The crowd was very, very good. So it's going to be tough. Whoever they face is going to have their hands full. I would imagine they would have a home court advantage regardless of who they play. But, again, thankful for these guys right here. These two guys are warriors. Thomas Dow's one of the toughest guys I've ever coached. He gave his heart and soul out there. Theo Sang just came back from knee injury, played, injured and played really, really well. And I'm glad that he was able to, at least his last game as a college athlete, be able to play it on the court. It was an honor to play that game against a really, really good basketball game. I wish it could have been different, but that's the way the cards go sometimes. And, again, I know there's probably 290 Division I teams that would do anything to trade places and be in this position right now. So very, very thankful for this opportunity.
Thank you, Coach. We'll open it up for questions. Right here, Joe.
Joe Masato, the Oklahoman. Scott, you mentioned the crowd. I assume that's going to be one of the craziest atmospheres of any game this tournament. How do you think your guys handled that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did well. When they hit threes, I mean, obviously it just gets really, really loud in there. We've played in tough environments. I mean, San Diego State was a really, really tough environment, but this was very similar. It's a NCAA tournament game. I don't know how many thousands they had there, but there were a lot. And I'm sure it energized their guys and helped them play even more and more aggressive and more confident. But, our fans were as loud too. I mean, it's a long ways. Our fans that were there, they cheered their hearts and souls out for us, and I'm thankful for them making the trip out there to support us. But, yeah, I mean, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, they definitely should have a home court advantage moving forward.
We'll go to Sean and then to the middle.
Coach Cross, Sean Callahan, Husker Online. You guys were up 15-12 about the midway point of the first half. Then Nebraska had kind of those big runs. I mean, what is it about what they do that they can get like a 9-0 run in basically a minute and a half, and how hard it is to stop when they start doing that?
Yeah, I mean, they beat us at our own game. Like I said, I mean, we do play different, very similar styles in the way we play. I mean, offensively, we're a little bit different. They run some amazing stuff that's really hard to guard. But defensively, we're both super aggressive. We're no middle. We pressure. We attack when the ball goes baseline. They're very, very aggressive, and they turn teams over. I thought, for us, I want to have, 10 more field goal attempts than the opposing team. Well, their size bothered us a little bit. They were able to get some offensive rebounds in the first half, and then they turned us over, and, they only turned the ball over 6 times. We turned it over 17 times. So, in the end, they got 19 more shots than us. Well, it's hard to win a basketball game if the opposing team gets 19 more shots. And so, if you look at the points off turnovers, the second chance points, it was 36-8. They had a 28-point advantage. There's the game right there. But, we've been great at that all year long, but, again, it's a very similar style, and they were just better at it today than we were.
Any other questions for Coach? We have one on Zoom, it looks like. Dan, we will see if we can get him. There we go.
Coach Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. I know you said that, the difficulty of the moment, but that almost 300 teams would love to be in your position right now. Just what you could say about the journey with this special group of guys and what the overall season means for the future of Troy.
Yeah, I think that these guys would agree. This is the most fun I've had coaching basketball. I said that yesterday. Not going to change losing one game to, one of the top 10 teams in the country with the chance. It wouldn't shock me if they won it all. They're really, really good. But these guys have been amazing to coach. They play hard. They're tough. They're connected. It's hard to do what we did this year and to go back-to-back in a very, very evenly matched Sun Belt Conference with 14 teams. It's hard to do, but I think it's because of their toughness and their connection we were able to do that. And so super, super proud of these guys. I think the future for Troy basketball is very, very bright, and it's because of these guys right here.
We go here in the middle.
This is Steve Sipple from Husker Online. For the players, well, two-part question. What in particular impressed you about Nebraska? And for Thomas, you went down early in that game, right, the first minute. What was that? Were you okay? Were you okay during the game?
I think it was Hoiberg, he went up for the layup and I walled up and he kneed me in the groin. And so, it was just kind of strained the whole game. But, kind of just piggybacking off of what Coach said. The way they moved the ball on offense, I feel like we're a pretty good team at rotating. And, I don't think we had our best game defensively, but, it's hard when every single time you rotate, the ball keeps getting swung or fed inside, and you're just rotating the whole game. You get really tired doing that. And then, their defense, it was hard to create advantages and get into the lanes. Like Coach said, they do a really good job of not letting there be any openings.
And then just to add on to that, I feel like the way they stayed composed in the beginning of the game really impressed me. We came out, I think, 3 for 3 from 3, and they stayed poised, kept playing hard defense, and then once they started hitting shots, everyone just kind of was feeding off the crowd and each other's energy from there.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you all very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.